You're welcome to another episode of the Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History, a program of the Tunde Laniyo podcast on which we bring you great personalities who have made an impact on the Nigerian theatre in its different dimensions. And the purpose is to get them in their own words to document their participation, their contribution to that great field. We are looking backwards, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, people who have contributed so much. And we need to capture that so that people don't forget what they have done. And today, we again have a big fish. In fact, we are combining royalty with theatre. Because I have with me on the program today His Royal Majesty, Oba Abiola Fakoyejo Awosemo, the Rogbesin the First, the Olu of Tafa Kingdom in Ile-Ife. When you see him, you will see that you cannot but imagine that he had been part of the Nigerian theatre. And it's important that in his new role as Majesty, we cannot forget his contribution in the theatre. How did he enter the theatre? What were the things he did? And so on and so forth. So today, on your behalf, I welcome His Royal Majesty to the Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History. He will be a witness and will be taking us on the excursion of his participation in the Nigerian theatre. You're welcome, Kabiyesi.
Thank you.
Now, I want you in your own words to tell us, how did you choose to be a theatre artist?
Well, thank you. I really appreciate this. I've been looking forward for something like this long ago. But we thank God that it's happening now.
Yes,
I started from secondary school.
that's right.
That was when
Which secondary school was that?
Ife City College.
That's
Ile-Ife.
right, Ile-Ife.
And that was when Uriolokun and the setup of Olarotimi
Yes.
then. Theatre was not as open much as this then.
Mhm.
But we had a teacher in our school then, late Mr. Akinyoju.
Yes.
In fact, is the man in charge of Dramatic Arts Society
Society.
that normally established in secondary school
Yes.
in that days. So I was lucky to be one of the dramatists in the society then in that secondary school. So I think he brought the news that Olarotimi was planning to recruit artists.
Okay.
And he wants him to bring some students who can be participating
In its productions.
in his productions. So he took us there as a teacher.
That's
and we
right.
followed him. And to God be the glory, I was chosen as well. So the first production we had then was Kurumi.
That's right.
I was one of the...
By Olarotimi
By
himself.
Olarotimi himself. I was one of the soldiers. I think he purposely wanted people to come so that he will have enough crowd to use,
Oh, to use.
as soldiers.
That's right.
So we got there and we started with it that time. That was how we started.
Okay.
And Olaritimi is a kind of character that he had a method.
Yes.
That watching secondary school students, if they are really interested in things like this.
Yes.
So he took his pen, writing down our names. So he told Mr. Kinyaju to start bringing us for rehearsals.
That's right.
So we did the production that time. The production was good and normal. So it has now, as of that time, been a kind of story that we just have to be going there and be participating in
the productions.
So we did Kurumi. After Kurumi, we did The Gods Are Not to Blame as well. And many productions like that. The location was at Uriolokun in our beat there. Yes. That is how we started. That is how we got into the theater.
Okay.
And there's one thing I just noticed with people who are interested in the arts.
That's right.
Can you get it? It's in the blood. Can you get it? And so, as of that time, our feelings is always there that, no, we are going for the answer. You want to make production.
You are eager.
Very eager. In fact, we may even go there without food. So, and theater was just growing then.
Yes.
Was just developing then. So it came to a stage, they left Uriolokun, Arubidi, and they took their troop to the campus.
To the campus, yes.
So we had to be going to the campus as well.
That's right.
So by the time we were able to finish the secondary school, our mind was always there that
theater.
We are going to be theater practitioners. So that is how we got into it. And as of that time, I did my WAEC. After the WAEC, we have to try as much as possible to move forward. But the mind, as of that time, was always in the arts, in the
theater.
You know,
you are hooked.
Seriously. So I always look forward and back to see that I'm going to that University of Ife theater to make production. Even if I can go there and be standing and be watching their program.
You are satisfied.
Yes. So that's by the way. So it came to a particular level that, okay, whatever the case may be, I did Obokun GC then. But my mind was always in the theater. That I'm still going to this theater. So that time, we learned that Wole Soyinka has been in the theater also.
In the department.
In the Department of Dramatic Art. And then when we learned that Soyinka had been in the department, we too, we were thinking that at least his mission is to recruit people now to come and be performing in the theater. So I wrote a letter to him. As of that time, before that time, I bought some musical instruments to which I used to perform.
Oh, you were also a musician?
Yes. Even I also, in fact, by the time I enter the School of Drama to study theater arts,
yes,
I did music as well.
Oh.
But all that while we were going to the school of theater and going to the music, we always have it in the mind that when we pass out, we are going to at least retire somewhere. So, as of the moment we were doing the so-called course
Yes.
on drama
Yes.
and the music,
Music.
we have been telling them that if they want to do the audition, I want to do. You get it?
Yes.
We have been telling people who are directly in charge of the theater then.
Yes.
So eventually they called the audition and we appeared there. And we appeared in the audition. And I was selected.
That's right.
Yes, Soyinka did. Soyinka, as of that time, always liked creativity. If you can play music, if you can do that, so that's him. That's his own style. You get it?
Yes.
So I got appointment as one of the members in the performing troupe.
True.
So that is how I got into the theater.
That's right. When you had your first contact with Mr. Akinyojo at Ife City College,
Yes.
in the Dramatic Society, did you perform any plays?
Many plays.
Can you recall some of them?
Of course, as of that time, we did Rereun, talking about, by Oladejo Okediji, because the book was out then.
Yes.
So we did Rereun and some other plays that I cannot even remember.
They were part of your literature text.
Of course, part of the literature text as of that time.
So you had played roles in.
Of course, just not just role. I mean, lead roles.
Lead roles.
Yes, because as of the time that we were going to Ori Olokun to perform, we have been seeing ourselves among the other colleagues that we are stars. You people,
you already had a name.
Yes, we had name
recognition.
And, we used to tell others that, well, to say that you are like us, we are stars and we are performing.
That's right.
With the university people.
Yeah. So tell me, which plays did you then do as a student in Ife? Can you recall maybe the first one that you did?
Yes.
I know that you would have likely been in the convocation plays.
Of course, different. I can't. There are so many. Blood and Tears. Then.
Okay, one of the students.
One of the students.
Okay.
And different kind of plays like that. I mean, it was a long time ago. So you can't remember many plays that I participated unless you just think of the recent ones.
Okay.
Before you got retired.
That's right.
Yeah. The recent one like when Wole Soyinka brought Biko's Inquest and a lot of plays.
Right.
So somebody who has been in the University of Ife Theatre for more than 26 years. It's no joke.
It isn't. It isn't. Who are some of your colleagues?
You mean in the theatre?
In the theatre at the time.
I won't see them as colleagues. I will see them as leaders. I make people like Uncle Kola there. I make people like yes. Peter Fatomilola there. And Uncle Laide as well, who was the leader of the troop then. Can you get it? Because, I mean, I my very self, I led the troop for more than 7 years.
You did?
Yes.
Wow.
Before I retired. I led the troop for more than 7 years, and I directed many plays.
Tell me two of them.
Of the play that
you directed.
I directed Blood and Tears.
Okay.
I got it repeated.
Because you mentioned Blood and Tears the other time. I'm sure you like the play.
I like the play. I like the play. I directed I think I handle the family as well. I
Okay.
directed the family.
The
as
family.
well. The family.
Mm.
And by commission.
Communique.
And so many plays. So many plays that, I mean, you are getting old, you don't remember many things that you have done.
I also know that you've participated in the developing film and video and film industry,
Yeah.
and that you'll be able to recall one or two that you have been involved with. Talk to me about them and what you did with them.
Yes, now the play of Akinwumi Shola that we did. Yes. Akinwumi Shola's play.
Which one was that?
Like Ayeyewotan. That
Ayeyewotan.
was in Syria then.
Yes.
Do you get it? And other play like too many plays. Too many plays. The old man is forgetting a lot of. There's one thing I just noticed about stage and the film.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is very clear.
That's right. Tell me.
Now, and this is what I want people to actually take note of. I've always respect the people who passed through the stage.
That's right.
Because you cannot compare stage to that of film production.
Mm-hmm.
In film production, as we are recording now, we can always say, okay, let's take two. You can't do that on stage.
On stage.
Once a script is given to you, and you know what you are going to say on stage, can you ever tell your audience that, please, I've forgotten my line, I'm coming back, let me go and pick it backstage? It's not possible. So the respect is there for those who have passed through the stage. And not only that, you will discover that in a stage productions, you learn many things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for example, when they will invite us in some home video to come and record films,
yes,
you will discover that if for any reason you bring people who have passed through the stage,
who have taken part in stage production,
compare with the people who have not actually passed through the stage, people will get their script better than the one who have not passed through the stage. Yes, because the people who pass through the stage, they learn faster.
That's right.
Do you get it?
That's right.
So the director will not have much wahala to do on them.
On them.
You know, you understand what I mean?
I get it.
So that is why the respect is given to the people who have passed through the stage.
I get it.
By the director, in most cases. You say, well, they don't have problem with you. Unlike you taking some other actors by saying that, oh, well, he hasn't got his line, we have to take it back again. Do you get it?
Yes.
So, talk to the people that have passed through the stage, you will see the difference is clear. Because what you learn in the theater first is contacting script.
Yes.
When you are in school of drama, that is what you first go through.
Yes.
You learn how to memorize lines. Not only memorizing this line. What is the theme of the play? Do you get it?
The plot.
The plot.
The story. The real story.
Do you get it? The scenario. Once you have all these things, do you get it? You have the picture of the play in your head.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
And that will always remind you constantly when you are getting your lines.
Yes. Yes.
It
I know.
sets you up like a block.
I know. I know.
So that is why most of the people that passed through the stage, they are excellently good times. I did stage management for more than 10 years.
You are a stage manager too?
2, yes. And you will know that for a stage manager, you will know the plot of the stage.
Everything. Everything.
Downstage right, upstage left, do
Everything.
this, that, and that is, to be a stage manager, you are going to be a good director.
Yeah. That was good. His Royal Majesty, Oba Awosemo, was just telling us how he got into the role of being a stage manager. A stage manager is a critical role in the theater, but it's one in which not many people are able to venture because people want to be on stage, people want to be seen, but the stage manager has a lot of things to do in the theater, a lot of power, and a lot of respect because of the impact they have in the theater. From the role of a stage manager, what did Abiola Awosemo go into next? We'll talk about that when we come back on the next episode of the Tunde Laniyo podcast, The Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History, where we'll continue our discussion with His Royal Majesty Abiola Awosemo. If you've enjoyed our program, please click the like button, share it with your other friends and colleagues so that they can see how these great men have impacted the Nigerian theater. Their contributions, some of the things they've done, some people don't know. Like, for instance, what Oba Awosemo did, because it's not in the mainstream of the theater right now, but it was one of the giants that contributed to the work of the theater. And he has been speaking with us as a witness. If you have comments and questions, please put them in the comment section of the program. Until we come your way again next week at the same time, keep on watching the Tunde Laniyo podcast, The Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History.